Yo, what's up, my friends? Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for being here. Either way, I hope you're doing well. It is my Friday, and I love that. I love that for me. And I had totally planned on doing some productive and not very fun things tomorrow, and I was rescued by a coworker, an old coworker yesterday, who recently retired. We've been trying to get together with another previous coworker of mine from a different company. Turns out, well, I knew this already, but I didn't know this before I met the more recent coworker. Obviously, I wouldn't have a reason to. But anyway, after I'd worked with one, I worked with the other, and then I found out they're friends. So the three of us are going to breakfast tomorrow. And maybe an art show in a neighboring city. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. And my yard is just gonna have to keep growing. And it is, oh my god, so depressing. I walked around and I poop scooped yesterday. And like basically all, no, not all, but a majority of the Blackberry removal that I'd done in the southwest corner of my yard is already growing back in, like a lot. Like there are like 6 foot long vines already. Like that's how fast that shit grows. It's been like a month. And I mean, maybe a little longer, but still. I mean, it's crazy how fast that stuff grows. I am so looking forward to not having this yard. Now that I've decided to let it go, like I no longer feel. I mean, maybe I will feel sadness when I leave it, but up until recently, I like really didn't want to give up my little view, and I just felt an attachment to this place and to this yard. But now that I've decided to let it go, I feel like I'm allowing myself to just feel the real frustration I feel with the blackberries. And yesterday at work, I did get to work out on the floor, and for a really like good significant portion of my day, I worked out there, I think from like 11 to 4, something like that. Maybe noon to 4. It was like half my day at least. And when I was sitting at my desk, I had a really hard and like annoying knot in my shoulder. By the time I'd finished doing hand workout on the floor, that knot was gone. I felt so much better. Although my feet did hurt more yesterday. That plantar fasciitis, man, is a beast. But anyway, I totally got distracted and lost where I was. I'm allowing myself to feel my actual feelings about the yard, for one. Oh yeah, that's it. That's how I ended up at work. I'm not the only one working overtime. The director of operations brought his wife and daughter in to help with this massive project. So I ended up working with his wife yesterday, and she is a lovely human. And I was complaining about the Himalayan blackberries, and she was like, oh my god, she was like, I've never lived anywhere with anything like this. She's like, I cannot believe how fast they grow and how hard they are to get rid of. And I felt so validated. Her neighbor's got a goat because goats can eat them, even as thorny as they are, and they pull them up. Like even the roots get nibbled by the goats. But I'm not allowed to have a goat in my city, or I would have had a goat years ago. I looked into it. But yeah, so I felt so validated by her because I think they lived in Southeast Asia for years. And I feel like if they don't have anything that grows in like that in the more tropical climates, like Himalayan blackberries they're a scourge. I know that kudzu in the south is also a scourge, but at least it's not thorny. It's not thorny. It's so much. I don't know. I've never dealt with kudzu, so I don't want to say things that aren't true. But I feel like it would be easier to deal with than the blackberries. They hurt. If they weren't so painful, I wouldn't be so resistant to dealing with them. But I know that every time I go to work on them, I'm going to get thorns in my hands. No matter what. And I made a combination of gloves that's like heavy duty vinyl gloves with a pair of heavy duty leather gloves over them. But then I have like almost no mobility in my fingers, and after operating my pruners for a while in those gloves, my hands start to hurt, like in different ways from being punctured by thorns. So that doesn't really work either. I am just so looking forward to not having a yard. I also did get validated by another friend of mine who told me that her yard is also totally overgrown by blackberries, and she also has a pile of wood chips in her driveway that's more massive than mine and older than mine. Mine is only from last summer. Hers is she thinks maybe 4 years old. So I felt so much better about my situation and not being able to keep up on my stuff, knowing that other people are also struggling with keeping up on theirs. Like, okay, I'm not the only one that can't seem to keep up with this stuff. Other people can't do it either. So that's a huge relief. And I also think that maybe more of us should just let it go. Just release. I don't know what that looks like. I'm really excited to see what essentially being houseless on purpose does to my psyche. Will I start to crave will I start to miss all these responsibilities? I'm really glad that I'm recording all of this so that if I ever do, I can come back and watch these and be like, okay, why did I want to leave again? If I start to get homesick, I can remind myself of just how miserable I was trying to take care of all of this crap. Yeah. I want the planet to be my home. I want to be able to feel at home wherever I'm at. A coworker friend of mine randomly told me about this website yesterday called vanlife.us that does monthly drawings for refurbished vans, or like regular vans converted into living vans. And I don't know if I'm going to I don't know. So they have drawings. They have these monthly drawings, but you have to buy the tickets, or you have to buy their merchandise, which comes with tickets. And they do have a hoodie that I thought was really cute. It's like home is a feeling, and it has a picture of or like a drawing of a van amongst trees, but I think it was probably designed by AI. And I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend $70 on a hoodie to get 700 tickets to possibly win a van. I don't know. I haven't looked very much through their site. Maybe they have something that I can't live without, or maybe they have something that will benefit me in my journey that I would feel good about buying. I just don't need that hoodie. I don't need most merch. And I still haven't bought any of my own merch, and I really do, like, if I'm going to buy a hoodie, I want to buy a hoodie with my art on it, damn it. I haven't done that yet. And apparently people are winning these things, but, I mean, after how long and how much money have they spent on tickets before they did, and how many people spend hundreds of dollars on tickets and never win anything? Like, I don't have that kind of money to just be thrown around like that. So, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. But I did think it was really interesting that, like, just a couple days after I'd made this, like, concrete decision and signed the contract, well, I guess more than a few days, to sell my house, this coworker friend of mine, different coworker than the one I'm going to breakfast with, but coworker friend of mine who I haven't worked with in a while because he works in a different building from me now, randomly just came over and found me and told me about this site. And it just felt like very synchronistic. Like the universe has recognized my choices, and yeah, it's rippling out into the universe. That's what I get from that. And I think another thing is rippling out into the universe. I'll see if I can find that video and from Leah that I mentioned yesterday, the other daily vlogger that I just discovered. But she was talking about how she saw a video from another creator talking about how she thinks about herself, like, oh, look at that beautiful girl, look at that girl, look at that beautiful girl in blue, and she like projects these thoughts like out around her. And so Leah decided to try it, and as she was doing it, someone actually walked by her and said, "You're so beautiful," which is super cool and super interesting. And I said I was going to try it. And then I kind of forgot. Like, I think I thought it a couple times, like in the morning. And then I forgot. But I've also been doing that EFT, that morning EFT from Julie Schiffman, and saying that I'm going to have a good day before I even get out of bed. And yesterday I got complimented on my skin tone, and like she asked if this was my natural color, and it is in the summer. I tan very easily, but she was like, "Wow, it's so beautiful. You're so golden." So that was lovely. And then while I was waiting for the bus home, a woman walked by me from behind and complimented my braids. And yeah, I just felt like my energy is radiating out and attracting good things back into me. So that was a lovely feeling. And I did the EFT again today, and I am smiling, obviously. And it's also Friday, so that helps. But yeah. Is there anything else? Not sure. I read an article, I think it might have been on Popular Science the other day when I was slow at work. And I will try to link that down below too. I did email it to myself, so I do have it. About how most people are better singers than they think they are. And I don't know if that's true about me. I mean, multiple people in my life, at least when I was younger, said I was bad at singing. But I have had some really excellent experiences singing karaoke. But that was when I was drinking. I haven't sang karaoke since I quit drinking. And I honestly, I feel like I'm going to have to get a lot more confident in order to get relaxed enough to let my vocal cords do what they want to do. I've always wanted my own karaoke machine so I could practice at home. Maybe I'll get one for the van. I don't know how that would work, but that would be hilarious to like be out in the woods by myself practicing karaoke. That sounds magical, actually. Now I really want to do that. But anyway, the article said they like had a bunch of people just record themselves singing earworms, like the songs that got stuck in their heads, and report on how well they think they sang it. And most people thought they did poorly, but they were within like one tonal increment. I don't remember what it was called, but of perfect pitch. So most people are much better singers than they believe themselves to be. So if you are wanting to sing and are nervous about it, you're probably better than you think you are. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but it excited me, and maybe it will excite you too. And on that note, let's do our daily Natalie Goldberg Writing Down the Bone Stack card. I like this one. I like this one a lot. We are on card number 21. Write no thank you and keep going. Every time you are stuck, repeat those 3 words and continue. I love no thank you so much. Like when people try to stop me on the street to sell me something or to get me to sign a petition or whatever, I love saying no thank you. And I just, it's my favorite phrase. No thank you. No thank you. How about no thank you? No, I can do without that. No thank you. Okay, let's see what Natalie has to say. No thank you can take you all over the place. Into an article you just read, politics, streets, wars, marshmallows. I'm just giving you a hint. No thank you to going out to lunch. Perrier, high heels, push-ups, earrings, all male candidates, high taxes, expensive health insurance, diapers, foot pads, donuts, cement, floors. Floors? I just imagined dirt, and then I also imagined like empty space, like just like nothing beneath your feet. Okay, anyway, kidney beans, parallel park, parallel parking, sweatshirts, Ms. Pollyanna, Alka-Seltzer. It doesn't have to make logical sense. I see that, Natalie. Just get rolling. And of course, you can drop into scenes, whole situations. Get stuck? No thank you again. The important thing is to keep the hand moving and find your own voice. No thank you to bad job tickets with not enough information for me to do my job properly. No thank you to Himalayan Blackberries. No thank you to city rules that don't allow people with Himalayan Blackberries to also have goats. What do you want to say no thank you to? I think this might be my favorite card yet. No thank you. All right. Okay. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be wealthy, may you feel at ease, and may you love and accept yourself exactly as you are, even if you're currently destitute and miserable. Because those are valid situations that humans find themselves in all too often. So, I love you. Please subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.